Have you ever struggled convincing prospective buyers that signing of record letters is the more ethical and proper way to assign agents versus quoting? If you raised your hand, stay tuned. I'm going to get into that in a second. What's up, everyone? Welcome back. This is Micah Salas, co-host of the Max Revenue Show. All right, so let's get into this. You know, as an agent, that signed broker of record letters makes sense, right? It's the more efficient way to do business, and it makes a ton of sense. The problem is your buyers don't know this. They've been burned by agents in the past who try to get a broker of record letter unethically or just don't tell a full story. And then your buyers just been burned, right? They have a bad taste in their mouth around broker of record letters. You might even show up to the business and they'll be like, no, I'm not signing any letter at all. And so just be prepared for that. So I want to share with you in this video 5 things and reasons that it makes sense for your buyers to hire an agent versus quote out the marketplace, right? Hire an agent and then sign a broker of record letter if they want to make a change. So I've talked in other videos about what a broker of record letter does. I've talked about kind of the way the game is played, the insurance game. So check out those videos. But in this video, I'm just going to share the 5 reasons. You need to be prepared with these reasons. So when you're in a conversation, they just come naturally to you, right? So reason number 1 is that underwriters are more excited about working on business when it's submitted from an agent who controls the account. So, Mr. Buyer, imagine you're a plumber, right? You do work for a GC and they give you opportunities to bid, but they never actually give you a fair shot. They keep giving it to the plumber down the street. How many times are you going to keep participating in the quoting process before you just say, you know what, I'm done? It's not going to take too many times, right? Well, insurance underwriters are no different. You need to understand that insurance underwriters are very busy. They still have quotas to hit, and they want to work on opportunities that they think they have a legit shot to win. So when they see an agent submit something to them that's not in control of the account, their excitement level is going to come down just a bit. You want to know why? Because there's a statistic. 90% of the time when business owners quote their insurance, they stay with the incumbent agent. They don't make a change. So underwriters know this fact. That's why you, Mr. Business Owner, don't really have much luck when you try quoting most of the time. Okay, so get that down tight, guys. That's really, really important to know this and to be able to say this. This is probably the most important thing, this whole underwriter excitement thing, right? And I like to tell a story because it just makes it more relevant to them. So the second reason is that you take away your agent's ability to negotiate and leverage the carriers up against one another, right? Carriers A is over here, carrier B is over here. If you have one agent that goes to B, the other agent that goes to B to A, when they get quotes in, that agent now can't really go back and forth and kind of pit up the underwriters against each other at all. They can just take it and say, hopefully this is the best, and then present it to the business owner. So they're really not even an agent anymore, right? You basically cut off their ability to negotiate and to leverage people, right? That's the second reason. Third reason is that you create an environment where your reputation as a business can be ruined. Here's what I mean. If you quote with separate agents, 2 different agents, instead of using one exclusive agent, typically what happens is your incumbent agent is going to rush submissions out every year and just block the market and probably do a half-assed job of really marketing your account, okay? And that's bad, right? Because that means that those underwriters are getting submissions, but they're kind of like, they're not serious and they start to not take you serious, right? So you become the boy who cried wolf. Other end of the spectrum, Mr. Business Owner, when a new agent tries to compete to win your business, they're going to try to race to the market, right? They're going to try to come out way early, flood the marketplace, and then your other agent goes to shop, but he's blocked, right? So again, you explain how the game works prior to this, and now you're talking about what it looks like when you don't play by the rules of the game the way you should. So that's the third reason is that whole ruining your reputation, right? Fourth reason is you just waste you and your colleagues' time, right? The odds of you changing are already slim, and then you're duplicating all your efforts. And that just sucks, right? No one has that much time. So why wouldn't you just pick one agent in the beginning, go all in with that agent, build up the best story, let them represent you? It makes a ton more sense. You're going to save you and your team a bunch of time. And the last reason, I think this one goes missed a lot too, but what you do, Mr. Business Owner, when you pit up agents against each other is you actually, in essence, become the agent yourself because you've taken agents' ability away from them to negotiate against the carriers. And so now you're sitting there and you risk being a victim of decision fatigue, right? You have agent A over here telling his is the best, agent B over here telling theirs is the best. What do you do? Who do you turn to? You don't know. You don't know who to trust. They both want to get paid, right? And what happens is you suffer from decision fatigue, but you also take those agents and you turn them into selfish salespeople in a sense, right? Because as an agent, they're going to say, normally I wouldn't promote this company, but that's all I have as an option, so I got to push them because that's my only option to get paid, right? They're in sales, they want to make money. Where if you just would have hired one agent, they could have went to 2-3 carriers and then ultimately brought you the best options, negotiate the best terms and conditions. So those are the 5 reasons it's just critical to sign a broker of record letter, right? Why it makes the most sense to hire one agent. Whatever route you take to go to hiring these agents, that's fine. Hey, if you are a listener or watcher of this video, thanks so much for watching. Do us a favor at the Max Revenue Show. We launched a podcast earlier this year. You can check us out on Spotify. It's got a ton of great episodes. We get into depth on topics like this, getting BOR letters, cold calling. I think you're going to really enjoy it. Hey, if you enjoyed the video though, give us a thumbs up, subscribe. See you next time.